Welcome to Bangladesh, a land that weaves its story through rivers, looms, flavors, and the dreams of millions. Today, I invite you on a journey to explore a country that few understand fully yet offers so much depth, heart, and possibility. Stick with me and by the end, you'll not only know Bangladesh, you'll feel its pulse. Let's go. Bangladesh's story traces back over millennia, rooted in ancient civilizations like Pundra, Samatata, and Vanga, whose names echo in folklore and archaeology today. Conquered and enriched by Hindu and Buddhist kingdoms, the land later became a key province in the Mughal Empire. Known for its lush greenery and thriving trade in muslin, silk, and jute. In those same eras, skilled artisans wove intricate fabrics and merchants carried spices, textiles, and salt along river routes. Fast forward to the British colonial era, and then the partition of 1947 when East Bengal became East Pakistan. Finally, after a brutal war of independence in 1971, Bangladesh emerged as a new nation in December of that year, founded on resilience, spirit, and hope. Though it began with extraordinary hardship, massive loss of life, widespread famine, and destruction, Bangladesh rose from the ashes, driven by ordinary people with extraordinary determination. In the decades that followed, Bangladesh's development has been remarkable. Green revolution in agriculture, expanding literacy, women's empowerment, and garment industry emergence. This is where the country's heart lies, not in elite capitals, but in the homes, fields, villages, and factories where people remake their lives each day. With a population exceeding 170 million, Bangladesh is one of the most densely populated nations in the world. But imagine that density not as chaos, but as collective energy. Families often live together across generations, sharing meals, stories, and chores. Villages buzz with life at dawn when fishermen push out into rivers carrying gill nets, and bakers begin rolling dough for steaming puri. The spirit here is one of community. Despite challenges like flooding or rural poverty, neighbors help neighbors. Women lead cooperatives, microloans lift small entrepreneurs, and parents make extraordinary sacrifices for their children's education. You'll find students studying under street lamps, working-class youth learning coding in community centers, and farmers experimenting with new crops to feed both family and nation. Bangladesh's youth are a force. A median age in the mid-20s means hope isn't just a dream. It's a reality being built every day. This demographic dividend fuels change. Tech startups in Dhaka, ecotourism initiatives in the Sundarbans, social enterprises employing marginalized women. When you meet a Bangladeshi young person, you're meeting ambition, resilience, and creativity wrapped in warm hospitality. Now let's travel through flavor. Bangladeshi cuisine is bold, fragrant, comforting. Think of steaming bowls of kachuri, rice and lentils cooked with aromatic spices, paired with crispy fried hilsa, the national fish that's flaky, tender, and has a rich, oily texture. Or picture platters of biryani, redolent with saffron, cardamom, and caramelized onions, served alongside velvety Shorsh Eilish hilsa in mustard sauce. Street food is where the soul of daily life opens up. You'll taste chaat podi, tangy, spicy chickpeas and potatoes topped with tamarind chutney. Fuchka similar to panipuri, which bursts with spicy, savory water. Jalmuri, puffed rice, mustard oil, peanuts, chilies, a crunchy explosion. And desserts? Try mishti doi, the creamy, caramelized yogurt that tastes like a hug, or rasagala, soft, spongy cheese balls soaked in sugary syrup. Every bite tells a story of warmth, seasons, and hospitality. Though the true origins of Banarasi silk lie in Varanasi, India, Banarasi-style textiles have deep resonance in Bangladesh as well. Bengali weavers, especially in the regions of Rajshahi and Dhaka, have mastered the art of weaving richly patterned silks, jamdani, that rival Banarasi craftsmanship in their delicacy and beauty. The weaving communities are the soul of this craft. Many families pass down skills for generations. Dyes are prepared from flowers, vegetables, roots. Patterns are drawn freehand, then translated onto the shuttle in the loom. Demand has grown internationally, but artisans still struggle with fair compensation and modernization pressures. Yet every piece of jamdani is a testament. Tradition can thrive amid change, and beauty can carry generations forward. Beyond clothing, Bangladesh exports jute, the golden fiber, tea, leather goods, frozen shrimp, and pharmaceuticals. The port of Chittagong hums with cranes lifting shipping containers bound for Houston, New York, and beyond. The country's GDP growth rate has been among the fastest in Asia in recent years, and while poverty remains a concern, millions have escaped hardship thanks to expanding opportunities. If you're visiting Bangladesh, you'll be surprised how much diversity you'll find. In the south, the Sundarbans, largest mangrove forest on Earth, shelters endangered Bengal tigers and saltwater crocodiles. Take a boat into misty channels lined by tangled roots while bird calls echo all around. In the northeast, Sylhet's rolling hills, tea gardens, and shrines offer tranquility. Sip freshly plucked tea as mist drifts over emerald slopes. In the northwest, the archaeological site of Mahasthangar reveals the ruins of one of South Asia's oldest cities, a reminder of the region's ancient complexity. Dhaka, the capital, is a kinetic city of contrasts, modern skyscrapers beside narrow alleys, rickshaws weaving past raucous markets, mosques with fluted minarets, art galleries, cafe culture. At Lalbagh Fort, you walk through Mughal gardens. At Ahsan Manzil, you trace British Raj-era grandeur. In the south, Cox's Bazar boasts the world's longest natural sea beach. Let Bangladesh remind us that development doesn't have to mean abandoning tradition. Weaving jamdani, cultivating wetlands, sharing mishti doi, these traditions don't hinder growth, they enrich it. We see how interconnected our world is. Clothing we wear, food we enjoy, and even the goods we buy often trace back through labor, art, and care from Bangladesh. If you're sitting here today, wondering how to make a difference in your own life, know this: your choices matter. Support ethical fashion. Try a new cuisine. Learn about other cultures with curiosity, not judgment. When we open our hearts, when we share stories, transformation happens, one conversation, one purchase, one journey at a time. If this deep dive into Bangladesh stirred your curiosity or your heart, you're going to love what I've lined up next. Stick right here. I have another video waiting just for you. It's the kind of story that reminds us we're all part of a bigger, brighter tapestry. Click here, I'll meet you there.